Hello, my name is Hannah Johnson, and I'm your student body president.
Hello, my name is Jane Zimmerman, and I'm the student body vice president.
We would like to welcome today's dignitaries. First, Superintendent Mr. Corey Wise.
Assistant Superintendent of School Leadership, Mr. Ted Knight.
Board of Education President David Ray.
Director Christina Chancho Shore.
Director Anthony Graziano.
Director Elizabeth Hansen.
Director Krista Holtzman. My bad.
Director Kevin Lung.
Director Susan Meek. DCHS faculty Miss Maggie Willard.
DCHS faculty Mr. Steve Arvinson.
DCHS faculty Mrs. Kimberly Clever.
DCHS faculty Mr. Steve Fleet.
DCHS faculty Mr. Jim Tamir.
DCSD Communications Officer Miss Stacy Rader.
DCHS faculty Mrs. Lisa Jarius Roll.
Now please welcome the Douglas County High School principal, Mr. Tony Kappas.
Well done. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah and Jaden. Seniors and guests, masks are optional today. Do you know how long I've been waiting to say that? Maybe like March 13th, 2020. Still on spring break. Good afternoon and welcome to the Douglas County High School's class of 2021's graduation ceremony. It's an honor and a privilege to stand before you, the class of 2021. I'm also proud to stand here before your family, your friends, educators, as we celebrate your journey from pre-kindergarten through graduation. Seniors, please stand and face your parents. Please give them a round of applause for sticking by your side during these crazy times. Also, please honor your faculty, the Douglas County faculty, who've counseled you, advised you, instructed and supported you all along the way. You may be seated. Parents, I can only imagine what you've been going through the last year and a half. I'd like to personally thank a few individuals who've made this live graduation possible. First, Superintendent Corey Weiss, District Athletic Director Derek Cheney, and the Douglas County School Board. Without them, we could not make this day possible. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank Dr. Douglas from Tri-County Health for his continued support, and the Douglas County High School team who've made this graduation possible. The next group, without them, none of this could be possible today. I'd like to recognize the Douglas County High School staff and the Douglas County School District staff, whether you're here in person or live streaming. Seniors, please honor those teachers and staff from our district. I'd also like to recognize a few colleagues that deserve to be mentioned. The principals represented the Douglas County High School feeder. Many of these individuals have played an important role in your successes. When I call your elementary school please stand with the principal. From Castle Rock Elementary, Dr. Deborah Warr. Please stand, Castle Rock Elementary. You may be seated. From Southridge Elementary, Miss Erin McDonald. Southridge, please stand. Thank you, seniors. From Flagstone Elementary, Miss Kelly Smith. From Rockridge Elementary, Mr. Peter Mosby. Thank you, seniors. From Sage Canyon, Miss Mandy Hill. From Renaissance Elementary, Miss Trina Hand. From Cherry Valley Elementary, Miss Nancy Wortman. From Mesa Middle School, the Bears, and Mr. Tony Jakowski. Stand up. And many of those leaders are up on the ledge. Welcome, and thank you for being here, for all your support. Another group that deserves recognition, would all Douglas County High School alumni please stand and be recognized. And lastly, the members of our service, including our 2021 graduates, thank you for your service. Please stand and be recognized. Once again, thank you for your service. Good afternoon, seniors. I want to tell you how proud I am of you and your resilience, perseverance, grit, and determination. What you've experienced over the last 15 years is unprecedented. I'm sure you've heard that word before. You've all overcome seemingly impossible tasks. Not everyone could do what you've done. It's quite the accomplishment in the midst of a global pandemic. Over the last couple of weeks, I've heard many times this message. Try to find the positive in things. And as I was reminded of a childhood book that my own grandmother used to read to me as a young boy, and the book was called The Little Engine That Could by Watty Piper. If you're unfamiliar with the book, it's a story of a little engine that was met with serious challenges, taking toys over a mountain, and proved that what could be accomplished by the simple will to do. The little engine found the positive in the task at hand and set out and accomplished an insurmountable feat. You're living proof that you can overcome unfamiliar or insurmountable challenges by believing in yourselves. Perseverance. Perseverance is sticking to something, that not giving up even if it takes a little longer. You might practice perseverance when you finish what you start, even if it's hard. So seniors, continue to find the positive in everything you do. Focus on the good things. Spend time with positive people. Practice gratitude. The class of 2021, it's been a challenging and far from traditional year. And I'm sorry the way the year has played out. You've shown grace and integrity. Please go out and enjoy the precious moments you have. And remember, the challenges that faced you is actually what got you here today. We all know it's been quite the journey, but remember, Castle Rock is still your town, and DC is still your home. And remember, everyone a Husky. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Kappas. Now please welcome Mr. CJ Braccia to address his classmates with his speech titled 4,872.
Yeah, I didn't think that would work either. Welcome graduates, families, friends, and Douglas County School District dignitaries. I'm CJ Braccia, and welcome to the 2021 commencement ceremony of the Douglas County High School. I'd like to start by saying congratulations. We made it. We made it through 4,872 hours in that building, or on Zoom, 672 days spent in Douglas County High School, 144 weeks split between North and South in the past 4 years working towards this one day. However, arguably, the most important time was 432 days ago. 1 year, 2 months and 6 days, 10,368 hours, and 217 school days have passed since our lives were turned upside down and we were tossed into an absolute whirlwind. There's a time where everyone who is alive will remember exactly where they were. For the generations before us, it was the Columbia shuttle disaster and JFK assassination for our grandparents. For our parents and older siblings, it was 9/11. For us, it will be March 13th, 2020, when we were all sitting in homeroom and they announced that we had a 2-week spring break instead of that mere traditional 1 week. I remember the initial joy and then the following fear and panic that quickly set in when they said that all sports and clubs were also canceled for the remainder of the year. Now, the class of 2021 could have easily quit, given up, and stopped working towards today. However, we have proven that we are resilient. The tenacity and grit that we exhibited was paramount. When I spoke with teachers about what I should say during this speech, each and every single one of them talked about how we lived through a time where adults were struggling, a time where depression and anxiety rates skyrocketed, an extremely stressful and unprecedented period of time, 16 to 18 years old, and we survived a global pandemic. School changed drastically from that point. We got used to logging on to Google Meets, tests and quizzes were non-existent, teachers sent out videos and we took notes, and that's okay. Because as much as the quadratic formula may matter, or finding the centripetal force, or solving for the pH level of a solution, we may never use those things again. What we as the class... What we as the class of 2021 will use again is the life lessons that we learned. We quickly turned towards late night Zoom calls, Netflix watch parties, baking endless amounts of banana bread and cookies, how to wear pajama pants with a dress shirt, how to not touch our faces, to always have a stockpile of toilet paper, and most importantly, we learned that what the eyes can see is not always what is most important, is what only the heart can see. Now, we grew closer from a distance. We were together, but not to gather. We laughed together as the class of 2021. We cried together. We struggled together, and we grew together, and most importantly, we thrived together as the class of 2021. We have proven to be one of the most resilient classes there has ever been. Not many senior classes can say that they survived a pandemic during their senior year. We have proven to be one of the most caring classes there has ever been. Although the district may have removed our formal 20 hours of community service requirement, I can guarantee you each and every single one of you have far surpassed that 20 hours, running errands for those higher at risk, helping out your elderly neighbors, raising money for those who had lost a loved one. Beginning tomorrow, the class of 2021 will spread out all across the world. And each and every one of those 4,872 hours will be used in a wide faucet of everyday life. Some of us are never going to be sitting in a classroom again. Others are heading off to the military. Some already have a job lined up. Some will be going off to college. Some are heading on a mission trip. However, if this past year has taught me anything, is that the class of 2021 will be successful beyond the wildest of imaginations. Life will undoubtedly throw struggles and challenges at us. It's a fact. However, after seeing the challenges that we have not only faced this year, but conquered, I can guarantee you the class of 2021 will succeed. I will leave you with this, a quote from one of our favorite children's books, Where the Wild Things Are. Inside all of us is hope, inside all of us is fear, inside all of us is an adventure, inside all of us is a wild thing. Class of 2021, let the adventure begin. Thank you.
Thank you, CJ. Now, please welcome to the stage Piper Butler and Savannah Schultz as they perform the Waylon Jennings song, Heaven When We're Home. They are accompanied by DCHS choir teacher, Miss Katie Kenkel.
Too long again, I'm too tired to sleep. I called my mother on the phone, she wasn't home, and now I'm wandering the streets. I've been a fool, I've been cruel to myself. I've been hanging on to nothing when nothing could be worse than hanging on. And something tells me there must be something better than all this. I've fallen many times in love, and every time it's been with the wrong man. Still I'm out there living one day at a time and doing the best I can. 'Cause we've all made mistakes that seem to lead us astray, and every time they help to get us where we are today. And it's as good a place as any, and it's probably where we're best off anyway. It's a long and rugged road, and we don't know where it's headed, but we know it's gonna get us where we're going. And when we find what we're looking for, we'll drop these bags and search no more, 'cause it's gonna feel like heaven when we're home. It's gonna feel like heaven when we're home. There's no such thing as perfect. If there is, we'll find it when we're good and dead. Trust me, I've been looking, but tonight I think I'll go and take a bath instead. Maybe I'll walk a while and feel the earth beneath me. They say if you start looking, doesn't matter if you find it. And who's to say that even if I did, it's what I'm really looking for. And it's a long and rugged road, and we don't know where it's headed, but we know it's gonna get us where we're going. And when we find what we're looking for, we'll drop these bags and search no more, 'cause it's gonna feel like heaven when we're home. It's gonna feel like heaven when we're home. It's gonna feel like heaven when we're home.
Beautiful job, Piper and Savannah. Now we have Miss Lily Christensen to share her speech titled, The Gift of Resilience.
Good afternoon and welcome graduates, family, and friends. My name is Lily Christensen and I am honored to be able to speak here today.
One of my biggest regrets of high school is that I did not have the opportunity to meet each and every one of you. But as I look around at all of you today, those of you I'm so beyond blessed to know, those of you I do know, those of you I met this morning, and I'm even more blessed to be a member of the class of 2021 with the rest of you. Now, my freshman, sophomore, even junior year self could never see me standing up here today. It shows just how much a year can change you, especially when it has been a tumultuous year like the past couple we have had. Our class had such an unprecedented experience, one never before seen by previous generations. In 2020 alone, our world was on fire, school shootings and bomb threats were common, a pandemic took over our lives, and our nation had starkly been divided in two. Yet one thing I don't believe has been made anything but stronger is our resilience. This past year, I had 2 hip surgeries. Being stuck at home in bed away from the sport and the people I love was a very hard thing for me. The inability to do anything for myself and not being able to get to the bathroom without crying was an extreme physical low. I missed not just my birthday, but my friends' birthdays, holidays, so much and so much school. And that was just the cherry on top of our already absent senior year. However, I am grateful. I'm grateful for my experience and my newfound value of interaction. We all have our unique stories of resilience. Struggle is a part of all of our lives, and these past couple years, more than ever, we were forced to persevere. To quote Nelson Mandela, difficulties break some men, but they make others. Now, I could go on and on about how together we have overcome incredible adversities, but I came to the conclusion that in the era of COVID, we would hear plenty of that today. So instead, I wanted to ask you all a question. Who will you be because of your resilience? I believe we can all agree we all have very many different versions of ourselves. Who you are at school is going to look very differently than who you are with your grandparents. But when is it that you feel the most authentically and unapologetically yourself? What defines you, and how will you take what you have learned, our resilience, and apply it to this next chapter? Every day we are given the gift of interaction, not just in the conversations that we have with friends, but in the small moments as little as simply walking past somebody in the halls. Interaction is a gift that we are given regularly, a gift that is often taken for granted, misused, and overlooked. A gift that was taken from each and every one of us in a very unexpected way during this pandemic. These moments are so small, so seemingly insignificant, that the better versions of ourselves are given the opportunity to thrive. It's doing a kind thing for a friend or a stranger just because, while not expecting a single thing in return. It's doing or saying things behind closed doors, knowing that the recipient of your kindness may never know it was you. Being selfless and being genuinely kind are 2 of the most admirable things one can be. Now, I'd like you all to take a moment to think of your families, to think of your friends, to think of your teachers, who have helped to shape you into the people that you are today and the people you want to become tomorrow. And as we go into this next phase of our lives, I would like to encourage each and every one of us to take advantage of these small moments and to use our resilience, because the simple fact is there's no way to know how much of an impact your words can make or what that small moment can mean to somebody else. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and once again, I'm so beyond blessed to be a member of the class of 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily. At this time, I'd like to welcome Mr. Jim Tamir of the DCHS faculty. Mr. Tamir was selected by the senior class to address them for this commencement ceremony. Mr. Tamir has been an educator for 26 years and been a fixture at DCHS for 21. Mr. Tamir has taught almost every class in the social studies department, as well as coached and sponsored many clubs in his time. He is loved by all of his students, and you will see shortly through his words why this class selected him as their senior speaker. Welcome again, Mr. Jim Tamir.
Thank you. First, I'd like to congratulate the senior class. You guys need to be proud. This is a huge accomplishment. I'd also like to say thank you for choosing me as your speaker. It's a huge honor. To be honest, when I heard I was going to speak, I decided to make this as funny as possible. A lot of you guys know me and had me in class and know that's probably not going to happen, so don't get too excited. So why are we here? It's to celebrate your transition into adulthood. Welcome to the club. Each generation has an identity. The greatest generation is the most famous. Through war and depression, they were forged into an incredible group. The social psychologists that I've studied through the years have nicknamed you guys the iPhone generation because you have everything at your fingertips. They also nickname you guys the snowflake generation because you haven't had to deal with real catastrophes like a global pandemic, war, economic crisis. That doesn't sound right, does it? It sounds kind of silly. When I thought about that and I saw it, I was thinking, what did they miss? First off, you guys were born during the War on Terror and lived your entire lives during it. That's one thing. Second thing is you've dealt with the 2008 economic crisis and the 2020 economic crisis. Very few generations in the past have ever had to deal with that. Finally, there was one other thing I couldn't think of. I thought a lot and I'm thinking, geez, what did I miss? I don't know, maybe a global pandemic? Your generation is the first to deal with that. Even in World War I and World War II, they didn't close schools. You did. You guys should be so proud of yourselves. What you've had to overcome, no other generation in history has. Give yourself a round of applause. By the way, next time a teacher tells you history repeats itself, you may want to listen. I'd like to challenge you guys to be the next greatest generation. The question is, how are you going to do this? Your adult life starts today. You need to choose your path, whether it's military, college, job, trade school, mission, it doesn't matter. It's your choice. One thing you need to know is be realistic with your choices. Know your strengths and weaknesses. For example, anybody who's had me in class knows I am arguably the worst artist on the planet. Real or abstract artists will look at my work and go, please stop. Dear God, please stop. I understand my limitations. You guys have to understand yours, but also know your strengths and address those. It's okay to seek advice, but remember, the choice is yours. I'm a teacher today because when I was in college, I was a psych major. And one of my professors, Dr. Greenwood, he was a psych professor for me. I went into his office and said, I don't know what I want to be. I thought about the military, law enforcement. I thought about being a counselor, but nothing really stuck. Dr. Greenwood knew me, and he suggested I go into teaching. I thought long and hard over that weekend, do I do that? And I did. I ended up the following week declaring for secondary education. It was arguably one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, which leads me to the next thing. You guys need to choose something that will make you happy. I love my job. I love you guys. I love dealing with education. Where else can an adult male run around with a pool noodle and talk all day about stuff they love? Figure out what makes you guys happy. It's a big choice you're going to make. Next, you guys need to take risks. This is your time. You have few responsibilities, nothing holding you back. Try new things. For me, it was education. I took a leap of faith. Figure out what you want to do. Next, be innovators. Solve problems, do not create them. It's easy to complain and make excuses. Adults solve problems. Be prepared for mistakes and failures. Remember to adapt, pivot, and change. Mistakes are okay and they can actually be really cool. Silly Putty was a failed synthetic rubber. Greatest kid's toy ever, arguably. These are your choices and your risks. Don't let people tell you no. As you enter adulthood, you will have opportunities to confront the many challenges that your generation will face. Make a difference. One person can change an entire world. Martin Luther King for civil rights. Henry Ford for industry and business. Be part of the next greatest generation. Don't sit on the sidelines. Next, guys, you need to work hard. Give it 100%. You may want quick solutions and answers to problems, hence the nickname, the iPhone generation. Learn patience and persistence. You are going to fail. You are going to have mistakes. Embrace them. Keep trying. Either solve the problem or realize it can never be solved. By the way, that's how Silly Putty again was invented. Be a good citizen. Respect others and be understanding. See the world through other people's eyes. It's okay to disagree and to argue, but true greatness understands that we are all in this together. Final lesson to be learned, and it's a big one. Learn from the past, but do not live in it. I took a trip to Gunnison to show my son a college visit to Western Colorado. He's actually attending there in the fall. When we were there, we had some time to kill. So we decided to go to the Gunnison Historical Museum. By the way, you would think it would be this rinky-dink place. It was awesome. I strongly encourage you to go to it. So we're in it. We're going through all the exhibits. And one of them was a teaching classroom exhibit. And I'm thinking, really cool. I get to see all the old things people did. So as I'm walking through the exhibit, I see, wow, they use chalkboards. And then I started looking and I see, ooh, an overhead. And it started to dawn on me. Then I saw a VHS, and I realized I may have been teaching in the past because all of those things are in my classroom. I went home that weekend, and I gave up my overhead and adopted a computer projection system. I'm moving into modern era. Then I gave up the VCR. That was a big one. I moved to a DVD. You can rewind those, or you don't have to rewind those things. They're awesome. Last but not least, a lot of you are thinking, wait a minute, T, I had you this year. Don't you use a chalkboard? Okay, wait a minute. I do use a chalkboard, but when I stand next to it, it becomes a smart board. Seniors, not a word. Not one word. Okay, I swear. Okay. In all seriousness, COVID was a big deal for us. We were all forced to go online. Even me, I had to learn technology. In 26 years, no one had ever used Tamure and technology in the same sentence without making a joke. By the way, one last thing I want to say before I go on. So a lot of the young teachers, particularly Mr. Reisner, I don't know where you are, he taught me Canvas. He taught me about this really cool thing called Google, which is apparently not just a search engine. In all seriousness, COVID forced me to move into the 21st century. Guys, it's okay to learn from the past, but you have to learn to adapt. If I can move into the 21st century, anybody can. Trust me. In conclusion, I want to leave you with a couple thoughts. Being the next greatest generation will involve hard work and innovation. But after experiencing the pandemic of 2020 and 19, you guys can do anything if you put your minds to it. And I want you to think about that. Like the other speeches before me, you guys really have accomplished what no other generation has. Last but not least, you can always look back and reminisce, but you can never forget to move forward. Welcome to adulthood, class of 2021, and be the next greatest generation. Thank you very much.
Thank you for those amazing words of wisdom, Mr. Tamure. At this time, please welcome to the microphone Dr. Stephen Fleet as he will share the myriad of scholarships this amazing class has received. When you hear your name, please stand and continue standing to be recognized. Parents and guests, if you would be so kind as to hold your applause until all students' names have been read.
So good afternoon. I have the honor of acknowledging the students who received scholarships for next year. I'm really tempted to make a joke about Tomiran Technology. What I do know is that whoever taught him Canvas last year will get the same chance again next year, I know. So, if you didn't hear the announcement, when I say your name, if you would stand and if everybody would remain standing, and then we will do the applause at the end for everybody. And the scholarships that are received are really a representation of the safest investment that can be made, which is to invest in the young people of the world, and specifically, of course, the young people of Douglas County High School, who year after year after year prove that those investments are so worthwhile. If there's ever been a class where I can be sure you will make your way in the world, it is this class. I suppose for two reasons. One, you're far too familiar with what it's like to live in your parents' basement given the past year. And the second, of course, is just the diversity of your interests. The diversity of scholarships received, athletics, community service, academics, the diversity of the interests of the class as a whole, because we know that in diversity we find freedom, and freedom is what guarantees our future, and that is in all of you. So again, when you hear your name, stand and be recognized for the scholarships, totaling over $6 million, the scholarships for this class of 2021. Rose Anhol, Chloe Bankhead, Haley Blomquist, Sasha Bravak, Colton Braccia, Ebony Kasner, Beatrice Kaiwela, Ayana Coate, Amber Duffy, Caitlin Ferguson, Lily Fraser-Smith, Jeff Garcia, Elena Geiser, Jenna Gray, Avery Hall, Lauren Hahn, Lindsay Harriman, Logan Inge, Hannah Johnson, Casey Johnston, Tess Johnson, Robin Kite, Taylor Lee, Case Linden, Reagan McCann, Celine Mira, Erica Olson, Annalisa Phillips, Brooke Pogelis, Nicole Robert, Kenzie Rogers, Kennedy Scales, Kara Schuler, Taylor Talley, Alyssa Tuttle, Catherine Van Egren, and Chloe Whitefield.
Congratulations to all these amazing seniors in receiving in excess of $6 million in scholarships. Let's hear it one more time for them again. Well, seniors, it's that time that you have been waiting for. I am happy to welcome back to the stage your principal, Mr. Tony Kappas, as he presents this incredible class to Assistant Superintendent of Douglas County School District, Mr. Ted Knight.
Mr. Knight, please join me on stage. As principal of Douglas County High School, I am pleased to present to you the graduating class of 2021. Seniors, please rise. The 2021 graduating class of Douglas County High School has successfully completed the requirements of the Douglas County Board of Education, the great state of Colorado. I certify that they have earned the necessary credits and are now eligible to receive their diploma. Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Knight, I present to you and the Board of Education the members of the graduating class 2021 of Douglas County High School.
Mr. Kappas, on behalf of the Douglas County School District and the Douglas County Board of Education, it is my privilege to accept the 2021 graduating class of the Douglas County High School. Congratulations.
If you'll take the flowers over there, then. Junior escorts, please bring the first line up. Seniors. All faculty, please join us on stage. Those who have been designated to help with reading, distribution diplomas.
Oh, actually, Steve's going to read first. Me, that we already talked about it. Okay.
Taylor Renee Robb.
Hannah Grace Johnson.
Rose Anhalt.
Asia Lynn White.
Kennedy Tate Spurrier.
Lauren Danielle Hahn.
Olivia DeCianto.
Danielle Christina Wispel.
Savannah Noel Schultz.
Darby Linda Johnson.
Amber Duffy.
Gabriel Magnus Wygant.
Molly Elizabeth Reamer.
Jackson Thomas Jakewis.
Chloe Amanda Megan Bankhead.
Sean Christopher Temple.
Yelena Marie Geyser.
Cynthia Joe Schumann.
Zachary Scott LaForest.
Allison Bloomfield.
Morgan Renee Terranova.
Haley Nicole Smith.
Matthew Tyler Marks.
Lauren Micah Bloomfield.
Delaney Rose Vieira.
Tristan Monroe Stedner.
Umberto Milan Teodosio. How'd I do?
Haley Johanna Bloomquist.
Claire Brooke Grace Zeski.
Hannah Bell Saunders.
Chloe Madison Jones.
Ian Corinne Cote.
Avery Elizabeth Remy.
Eric Joseph Lott.
Angela Marie Brink.
Lauren Alley Wedeking.
Ambrian Noel Roa.
Caden Eastman Creasy.
Cody Tyler Barnhart.
Holly Kelly White.
Garrett Walker Northrup.
Margaret Ann Kronig.
Genevieve Marie Bauer.
Megan Grace Teka.
Miguel Angel Pedroza Arias.
Paige Noel Jewell.
Lily Race Christensen.
Jaden Brooke Zimmerman.
Kenzie Marie Rogers.
Luke Winston Hasselback.
Kylie Ann Crow.
Nikaya Sheree White.
Lily Renee Shotgun.
Dylan Michael Mann.
Piper Alexandra Butler.
Isabella Rebecca Welcome.
Dylan Apollo Sage.
Sydney Rebecca Glasser.
Colton Gerald Brachia.
Natalie Allison Zimmerman.
Wyatt Lee Plant.
Hannah Marie Lucas.
Piper Marie Carell.
Charlotte Aline Youngman.
Keegan Robert Phillips.
Prairie Rose Lee.
Calvin Ray Bodkin.
Diana Torres Rodriguez.
Matthew Jonathan Staples.
Robin Rosalie Kite.
Trista Ann Clark.
Dana Rose Epondolin Villaray.
Joshua Daniel Ramirez.
Lindsay May Harriman.
Bailey Ray Flynn.
Catherine Lamar Van Egeren.
Gavin Matthew Starkweather.
Abigail Joy Lowe.
Savannah Nicole Fleshman.
Lauren Elizabeth Waldrop.
Branson Kelsey Pottinger.
Caius Frederick Grundeman.
Taryn Allison Bowman.
Ricky Jean Young.
Joseph Jeffrey Saigani.
Lucas Joseph Kubik.
Lily Ellen Fraser Smith.
Megan Elizabeth Trindle.
Lucas Robert Powers.
Scott Douglas Mills.
Kaylin Marie Ferguson.
Axel Quinn Charles Witt.
Hawkins Lee Shipper.
Avery Amston Hall.
Lexia Raven Krathers.
Kevin Hunter Torrens.
Lauren Ashley Scott.
Chase Alexander Kearney.
Joseph Stephen Botello.
Christian Michael Walsh.
Lauren Ashley Rudvold.
Nathan Tyler Hall.
Ryan Joseph Miller Elliott.
Alyssa Brooklyn Tuttle.
Madison Alora Romanek.
Damian Lee Horton.
Cole Michael Brownjohn.
Madeline LaRue Williams.
Mesa Elise Shunelli.
Samuel John Jarek.
Zachary Matthew Chaput.
Ariana Lynn Violet.
Gautam Nambiar.
Taylor Kathleen Shao Hamar.
Ethan Douglas Bybee.
Benjamin Nauto Vandellen.
Kara Loren Schuler.
Ashlyn Elizabeth Hale.
Joanna May Aldrich.
Madison Kuipo Autumn Thayer.
Keenan Kupono Rhodes.
Lacey Skies Kramer.
Anna Karen Bensley.
McGuire Joseph Walter.
Jesse Brooke Summerfield.
Cheyenne Delina Hill.
Emma Jean Cockrell.
Bryson John Van Tassel.
Cole Shea Stolzer.
Olivia Rose Mears.
Benjamin Mitchell Bintner.
Taylor Nicole Talley.
Devin Scott Rome.
Jenna Nicole Gray.
Wyatt Rodney Booth.
Erin Elena Warburton.
Tyler Vaughn Ruffalo.
Taylor Rose Lee.
Samantha Mia Esparza.
Chloe Christian Whitefield.
Theseus Frank Nunez.
Badia Abed Khan.
Kayla Nicole Dredge.
Haley Renee Wood.
Kyle Robert Rushing.
Mario Diego Gallegos.
Bobby Esparza.
Aaliyah Sherwin Wiley.
Jason Michael Simmons.
Brett Anthony Lensing.
Emma Lee Carmichael.
Finn William Watmore.
Cambria Bell Roberts.
Easton James Gilliland.
Danielle Christine Dow.
Cameron Scott Travis.
Eliza Grace Roberts.
Nicole Renee Hill.
Nicole Brooke Fields.
Maddox Lee Tinjum.
Kennedy LaShawn Scales.
Lilia Catherine Hanukkah.
Desiree Lynn Burrick.
William John Wasilius.
Nicole Marie Robert.
Celine Anna Ann Mira.
Haley Marie Burek.
Kayla Justine Wada.
James Ryan Pahela.
Naomi Danielle Martinez.
Haley K. Bauman Bunt.
Jadine Lane Taylor.
Zachary Thomas Oakley.
Addison Jace Hickman.
McCrae Michael Brown.
Danielle Violani Smith.
Maya Yanyan Leonard.
Cade Darren Sesmat.
Emma Caitlin Schrems.
Senbete Jimmy Martinez.
David Allen Meckelberg.
Isabella Lynn Rogers.
Emily April Gulek.
Zachary Ashton Coyhis.
Tylena Rayon Salas.
Regan Lane Jarvis.
Keaton Cole Bellum.
Justin Ray Pahela.
Jet Naranjo Garcia.
Ethan Justice Bowman.
Carson Paul Stolkup.
Callie Hazel Hartman.
Ethan Anthony Avery.
James Andrew Pasica.
Leah Christine Gentry.
Augustine Mendez Heredia.
Annalisa Claire Phillips.
Bridger Nolan Hill.
Dylan Eugene Garner.
Eiley Elizabeth Golightly Pittman.
Zane Ryan Martinez.
Sasha Borovok.
Samantha Lynn Pollock.
How are you? Jacob Allen Mays.
Emily Gail Beeman.
Emma Jean Peterson.
Bon Louis LaFair.
Your Royal Highness Davis.
Darian Michael Sanchez.
Amber Marie Gutierrez.
Jerry Allen Dean Ballard.
David Aaron Tyler Simpson.
Claire Aileen Caton.
Dylan Andrew Dominguez.
Brooke Elizabeth Pocorels.
Ethan Lucas Antonio Lopez.
Taylor Marie Ellison.
Haley Ray O'Neill.
Zachary John Horwith.
Colton Scott Downs.
Lane Travis Shelton.
Nathaniel Enrique Gutierrez.
Nathan Michael Adams.
Cole Ariel Rapasarda.
Cody Davin Grantham.
Joshua Tim Q. Archie.
Abigail Ray Nyson.
Maria Helena Jora.
Ebony Valerie Kasner.
Dylan James Shields.
Casey Burke Johnston.
Wanda Lorraine Burklow.
Jackson Quinn Sadolnik.
Alexander Lee Little.
Anna Maria Dirtz.
Wyatt John Newland.
Jackson McFadden Gregg.
Haley Shea Faustino.
Kelly Catherine Sirio.
Alerica Danielle Carnival.
Shane Matthew Drogi.
Nathan Nicholas Simmons.
Israel Heridia.
Natalie Kathleen Bramham.
Jacob Rose.
Case Rylan Linden.
Aiden Scott Bullock.
Todd Osoba.
Jordan Christian Kowaleski.
Tyler
Kowalski.
Lucas Beato.
Sean Riley Sullivan.
Samuel Gregory Green.
Samuel Britton Burt.
Logan Patrick Skinner.
Connor William Mantelli.
Olivia Grace Butler.
Caden Thomas Smuckler.
Matthew Thomas Gatherum.
Kylie Sterling Forrest Case.
Madeline Jean Ortiz de Jesus.
Caleb John Hodell.
Ronald Morris Adsit.
Braden Henry Semrick.
Campbell Marusa.
Spencer Logan Averin.
Dominic Philip Ignacio Rincon.
Ainsley Ann McDaniel.
Amelia Ray Brueggemann.
Sydney Elise Rosine.
Autumn Violet Heinz.
Aiden Wales Bolduck.
Christiana Nicolette Rutkowitz.
Summer Alexandra Kimina.
Joshua Tyler Cruz.
Trace William Poole.
Hannah Rose Huber.
Andrew Jordan Amayo.
Erica Joyce Olson.
Seth Robert Gallus.
Ryan Patrick Aguiar.
Ethan James Rosh.
Kelly Angela Garlick.
Cade Alexander Bracken.
Taylor Joe Rowena.
Paige Louise Miller.
Ella Rowan Brigham.
Bryce Eugene Peckish.
Savannah Haley Garrett.
Tyler Rose Clark.
CJ Sloan.
Eli Frederick Longacre.
Kiara Yvonne Boykins.
Good.
Phelan Jacob Murray.
Cooper Thomas McBride.
Jake Joseph Ricker Cunningham.
Amber Victoria Pearl.
Leah Lonnie Howell.
Beatrice Garcia Cayuela.
Brian Lopez Santana.
Robert James Hallmark.
Ashley Renee Estes.
Jared Riley Nelson.
Michael Zane Hall.
Marissa Louise Bogner.
Perfect.
Haley Elise Orvez.
Angelina Denise Martinez.
Kevin Cleto de Jesus.
Oh, am I done? Oh, just me. Ryan Henry Kushner.
Miranda June Bakay.
Jake Gattikin.
Ashley Renee Kennedy.
Katrina Janae McKnight.
Gianna Liberty Bullock.
Regan Grace McCann.
Thomas James Bullock.
Tess Noel Johnson.
Tatiana Bunn.
Logan Samuel Inge.
Mandy Chen.
I think I had your sister years ago. Do you have a older sister? Oh. Austin Joseph Maloof. Hold on, I didn't.
Faye Ellen Benedict.
Last name pronounced Russo.
Jacob Scott Harding.
Gregory Scott Brousseau.
Peyton Matthew Max.
Colton John Axtell.
William Christopher Hebden. So sorry, Hebden. Ethan Scott Kaplan. Yar Hernandez Penalosa.
Jason Mendez.
Saul Osvaldo Mendez Heredia.
Sophia Marie Graham.
Kayla Faith Masco.
Emma Beth Ishii.
Marcus Donovan Lusader.
Ethan James Donser.
Brady Landon Jones.
Joshua Matthew Gilderoy.
Wesley Easton Hugh.
Alexander Ross Jardis.
Benjamin Cole Jardis.
Emilia Michelle Larson.
Tracy Lee Hansen.
Morgan Tyler Lovelace.
Logan James Letter.
Congratulations, seniors. Just as a reminder, parents and esteemed guests, there will be no one allowed down on the field at the conclusion of the ceremony. Please have all photos taken in the parking lot. Thank you. At this time, please welcome to the stage your senior class president, Miss Elena Geiser, for the turning of the tassel.
Hi, everyone. I have a little speech prepared here. In a world where everything has turned upside down, a school year that was like any other, we will still cherish the moments, both big and small. Your hard work and dedication has been nothing short of amazing, and the legacy we will leave DCHS is that of grit and resilience. Rain or shine, it is an honor to call you my peers one last time. However, we have one more thing to do before the turning of the tassel. Jaden and Hannah, please join me up on the stage. All right, seniors, please join us in the final senior chant. Everyone stand up. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. S-S-S-E-N-I-I-I-O-R! S-E-N-I-O-R! Senior, senior, senior! Woo! All right, everyone stay standing. All right, here's the moment we've been waiting for. DCHS graduates, please remain standing and join us in the turning of our tassel from right to left.
Congratulations to the class of 2021 from Douglas County High School. It has been my pleasure to be your announcer from the booth. Thank you all who joined us either in person or online to celebrate these outstanding graduates. Thank you for joining us today.
Of 2021. Class dismissed!
Thank you for joining us today, and we wish you all safe travels from whether that is near or far. And seniors, always remember, everyone a Husky. Have a great evening, friends and families. Class dismissed.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you built a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name.